bud?
15. Episode 15.
I think you're making this up. All right, so welcome to episode 15.
Last one was a complete abortion.
It wasn't that bad.
It was terrible.
How's my... You hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right.
We had so much visual stuff to see.
I know. Is it all lost?
It's not lost. I have it. I just don't know how
to get it.
I don't understand why it was screwed up.
If you missed last week, we'll probably be able to find it and post it. But we had it was pretty cool. We all smoked real Cuban cigars. We dissected some imitation Cuban cigars. We found like newspapers or paper bags in them. So it should be pretty good to listen to.
Shop and save bag.
Yeah, shop and save bags. But it should be pretty good to listen to. But it's going to be even better to watch because we had a good time with it. This is episode 15 Unrolled. My name is Mike. This is Chuck, and we don't have a guest today.
Nope. Nobody came today. Mark talked like he was gonna come over this way this week, but I don't know.
Yeah, he ordered a print. Yeah, it sounds better. I sounded real tinny in my own ears.
He ordered a what?
A print there from Jenna Muscarella.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So he was like, he wanted something right away.
What did he want? Which one?
I think the no smoking print. Yeah. What are you smoking on there, Chuck?
Table 36.
Table 36.
A bullet.
A bullet. So in today's podcast, we are still going to unroll a cigar.
Hopefully you'll be able to see it this time. Yeah, right.
That thing sounds like a jet engine.
That Firebird's not over here today for some reason. I probably nabbed it, took it back.
Right. So today we're going to unroll a box press cigar, which we haven't done yet on the show. And so I don't know, I'm pretty excited to see how the wrapper, if it holds its shape after you unroll it. We're going to unroll the new out to us Gurkha Revenant. It's aged 13 years. That's probably why it took so long for me to get it. Well, because I ordered it last year and it took forever. I ordered it as soon as it came out.
Now that one's aged 14 years.
Pretty much. Yeah, we're on the next year. So we finally got 6 boxes in, and they're moving pretty well because they're a good cigar. Sub $10 in Illinois, so that's not bad. So
No, that's not bad at all.
It's actually really. Have you had one yet?
Nope.
I've smoked one out of the box. Plus, I smoked the new box when it came in. Did you ever smoke them when I came back from the summit?
Nope.
And they were good, super good. I really like them.
I think the only Gurkha I've had that I liked is that one that can't get it all no more. Yep.
Yeah, the War Pig. I just saw those on the Gurkha order. I'm toying with the idea of bringing in some new facings from them.
They sold really quick.
They did sell good. We also got them really cheap. And so we were able to sell them pretty cheap.
Oh,
yeah. Yep.
I think that's the only one I've ever liked.
This one is real close to it. I think you might like it. I know it looks dark and scary, but I don't know, it's really good.
I'll try it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good cigar.
I'm going to enjoy this cigar.
Are you?
Because I lit one yesterday and started playing that stupid game.
I
played that stupid game all day.
I picked up the 20.
Poor Hinkle.
Oh, really? You guys didn't watch terrible movies?
Well, I got hungry, so I turned it off, and he watched Airheads, which is a terrible movie in its own right. But and then I turned it right back on and played it again.
What video game? What's the name of it again?
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring?
Yeah, Elden Ring.
Sounds like something you'd get pierced. Like
I die every 2 minutes. It's terrible.
Yeah. Is Jeff in the back playing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we actually co-opted for a second.
Oh, yeah? Was that cool?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to put the headphones on because I didn't want people coming in to see me with headphones on.
Right. I sound tinny.
You know.
Am I picking up from 2?
I didn't want...
Turn that off.
I didn't want...
Or is that off already?
The only thing I can do is unplug it.
No, it's cool. Don't worry about it.
Here comes the feedback.
I said don't worry about it. Oh, I sound a lot better now.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
That was the echo-ish
Yeah.
sound.
Thought I sounded tinny
But
in stereo.
I didn't want Josh and the other Jeff to see me with headphones on when they came in.
I can get this all the way. So I'm smoking a 2022 release of the Amazon Basin. I haven't had one yet. The supposedly they come out every 3 years. We're allotted 2 boxes. I think we're down to half a box now. Price went up substantially, but what hasn't? So Peacemaker's going to go up too, a little bit. So everything went up about 3%, cigar-wise. So if you see your local brick and mortar and its prices are a little higher, it's we're not being greedy. We're just trying to keep up and pay the bills.
Literally.
So,
not being greedy at all.
No, not at all. So,
thank your governor.
Thank everything.
All right.
So, yeah, I haven't had one of these yet. They've been in for a while. I don't know why I haven't grabbed one. I loved them the first year they came out. We timed it just right when we opened. We got the first release, like the end of the first release, and nobody really knew anything about them. And so the price point was pretty low, too. And then 3 years later, they came out. We got the second release, and then the third release just came out. So somehow, if it's released every 3 years, we've been open 6, but I somehow got them all 3 years.
I was talking to Mark last week.
Yeah.
You're wanting to do a 660 or a 770 size?
Yeah, eventually.
In the Bullet? I was telling
in the Peacemaker.
In the Peacemaker, and I was telling Mark I had a name for it already.
What's that?
Texas Red.
Texas Red.
Yeah, because it's a big. Sounds like that should be a big cigar, right? Everything's big in Texas.
Is it law?
Texas. Texas Red was a lawman in a Marty Robbins song.
All right. Well, then, there's that.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with like the sheriff or.
Well, he was a sheriff.
Was he?
He was a marshal.
Right.
So he was a big lawman.
Was he a real person or fictional? It was fictional?
I think most of his songs are based off something.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'd like to come up with the 660, which will end up being a 760, just with the loose foot.
Right.
So it's because our current, the judge is 52, 6x52, and it really actually measures 7 with the extra loose foot on the end.
Josh sits and smokes those back to back. The Chillin' Mooses too.
Dude, he's a man. Like, so, I don't know how. Like,
so
I don't.
Right.
Dude, when
I couldn't do it.
When we do these, I'm a little lightheaded just from smoking a cigar straight through. Like, I don't really smoke cigars straight through anymore.
Oh, I don't have well, I smoke the little ones. So.
Yeah.
No, I smoke light ones.
Yeah, customer comes in, Josh smokes, he'll smoke back-to-back Judges or
Chillin' Mooses.
A Chillin' Moose, which is 660. We got the Giantes. And he'll smoke, and he always gets the Maduros.
Yep.
So he'll smoke a Maduro 660 and a Chillin' Moose, basically in one sitting.
Yeah, no, he'll back to back. He backs to back them.
Yeah, it's impressive. I mean, kudos to you guys that can do that because I can't take in that much nicotine. As much as I love it, I just that's a lot.
I don't think I could back to back any cigar.
I don't think I ever do or ever have. There's quite a few people that come in that back to back them like that, and I mean good on you. I mean I'm impressed.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, like I said last week, I only smoke one or two a day, sometimes 2. And usually that second one's either really, really light or one of them little cohibas. Which some little cohibas are strong, but they're tiny.
Yeah.
So
I still don't back to back them though. There's probably like an hour or hour plus before I
couldn't do it.
So I think next week I'm gonna do rather like an Instagram live or a Facebook live while we're doing this. I'm gonna set the phone up here on the.
Well, we've got the other camera that I have to try out.
Yeah.
And
our
so coming soon, there's going to be intervals. There'll be 30 minutes, and there'll be like a commercial break, and then 30 minutes, and then
right. What's
because
commercial?
that only records in 30-minute
intervals. Well, I mean, is that a thing? Like, does it have to actually be a break?
Yes, because I have to turn it off and turn it back on.
So you're gonna
completely restart.
Do you think on the editing side, will that make it easier since there's three different hammer gavel smashes?
No,
No, it won't make
no,
it any easier.
no. Actually, it's probably going to make it harder.
So then what if we
It probably won't be next week. It'll be soon when the laptop comes back. Is
Right,
when
right.
I'm going to start doing it.
I got an email from them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it says,
yeah.
"Do you want to buy your extended warranty?" Well, let's see how this warranty works out first. So, like, let's see if you repair this laptop before I give you more money.
Because I want to keep it nice and easy. So they're probably you'll probably just see the green behind us today. We're gonna send it out to have somebody do post because the laptop's broke. I'm gonna complain about that a little bit actually.
What's that?
How much was that laptop?
$700.
$700 laptop. And last week I picked it up from here because this is why I usually set it down here and do all the editing. I picked it up I closed it and I picked it up from here and I set it 2 feet away. And when I closed it, one of these memory cards was still in it,
Right.
was still laying on the top of it. And that broke the screen and rendered it absolutely useless.
Like the screen had zero power going to it from
So-
what is that?
Well,
Eighth of an inch?
It's a crystal liquid. It was some fancy screen. It wasn't touch screen. It was some fancy screen, though. Some vibrant, fancy screen.
It doesn't matter, man. It shouldn't break that
No,
easily.
a memory card is not even an eighth of an inch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I don't know who at Asus, or however you pronounce their name,
I think you did it perfect.
decided that, well, I've been buying Asus stuff since I was in tech school.
Always
in
good.
2002.
Yeah, always good stuff.
But, well, no, not Asus, AMD. But anyway, I don't know who there decided that, hey, this laptop screen should be the easiest thing in the world to break. We should make them out of the same thing they make iPhone screens out of. Because that is absolutely ridiculous that I literally, it took me forever to figure it out when I got home, too. I was like, what happened?
Right. Oh,
I moved it. All I did was moved it.
yeah.
And I went through, I put it in the backpack and floated home.
Right.
So did I shove it in the backpack too hard? So I went through the backpack to make sure nothing was, I went through all scenarios aside from the memory card because I remembered that at some point and I was like, no way.
Right.
That's the only thing it could have been was that memory card.
Right.
The only thing.
Yeah, the phone call with him, I had to go through all the stuff to try to power on the laptop or to power on the screen. And so I went through all the rigmarole with tech, and then they paid for shipping out, which was cool. So we'll see how it gets back here. So hopefully they warranty it, and if not, then
I think they'll warranty it because I think they'll just swap it out and be done.
Well, there's no physical damage on the screen.
No, well, it's cracked.
I didn't see a crack.
It's cracked.
How do you even see a crack in it?
Well, because when I was messing with it, when I had it turned on, I could see little blue dots.
Oh,
And when I seen the little blue dots,
right.
I got a flashlight out and I looked at it, and I could
Gotcha.
see the shimmer of the crack.
No kidding.
Yep.
Yeah, it's you can't see it with the naked eye, because there's no power behind it.
Right.
So hopefully they warranty it. It was bought in October, I think. November.
No, it was 2 months old.
No, it
almost exactly. It was just barely over 2 months
November 29th is when we bought it. So November, December, January, February. So it's 3 months old.
old. Yeah. Wasn't that old?
Shouldn't have cracked that easily. Shouldn't have cracked at all, really.
No, I wouldn't. No. I mean, I didn't slam the screen. I just shut the screen and moved it.
So it's we're filming currently. It's not even 10 a.m. The hours on the screen are noon, or hours on the internet are noon to 6.
Nobody reads them. So what are you doing there?
Figuring out what's going on.
So yeah, somebody else is doing our post right now, our post production,
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
and so yeah, Unseen Stars is going to do post production for us. I could probably still take it home and do it because I did put the program on my mother's laptop, but that requires me going across the street and borrowing the laptop again.
Gotcha.
Not that big of a deal, but I guess I can. So you'll probably just see the green screen behind us for now, for a couple more episodes until the laptop till we figure that out.
You could have wore your dick skin then.
And That would still blend in.
Right.
Um,
But you wouldn't have an image on your chest.
well, that's true, I guess. He probably just pulled in to look at the van.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Chuck drove his import today. Think enough salt's off the road?
Oh, it poured. It poured here
2 days ago.
Saturday night. It poured for about 10 minutes, and then Sunday night it poured for a good. The boat was completely full again.
Nice. Nice.
So, completely full.
Yeah, no, we have a little lake out in front of the house. So,
Yeah.
Yep. Good.
Yeah, that was plenty enough to wash the salt off.
I guess yeah, you're right. I don't know, the roads are all grimy still, I think. So we got a lot of insulation done at the building yesterday. So to recap, we're building a yoga studio for my mom, and she's got a dedicated hot room. So I've never used the blow-in insulation machine before.
Oh, is that what you did?
Yeah,
Was blow-in insulation?
Yeah, I did blow-in up on the in the attic area.
Oh.
And none of the lights are actually, they're wired, but they're just giant, there's holes in the drywall from them.
Right.
And so
Tape.
No, I didn't even mess with that. So when I climbed down, there's little bitty snow piles under each where the lights were. So
I didn't know you were doing that. I have done blown in insulation before.
yeah, so I did blow in insulation, and I don't remember how many stacks. I got like 2 left.
We could have left Jeff here, and I would have went down and helped.
I needed a small, flexible person to get in there, but instead I just wedged myself
I'm
in
not
there.
very flexible.
Well, I'm not today because I was yesterday by force. So I got in there, and I was in there for almost 5 straight hours in that crawl space. And then my brother Nick was down there feeding the machine for me.
Yeah.
So it could have been a lot worse if I was doing it solo. It would have been I wouldn't be done. So, and then today is the roll up insulation. I'm going to put in all the rafters or all the walls.
In the walls.
Yep.
That's easy stuff.
Yeah, that shouldn't take me very long.
No.
And then so I'm doing that room, plus I'm doing like the back kitchen area.
I was going to say, are you just doing the one room?
I'm doing that one room, and then there's actually an exterior wall in the back corner that makes 0 sense. So where the kitchen is, where all that floor was like.
How's that an exterior wall?
I know, right? It is. So when they built the building, there's like a little C notch right there. That building was built before the Tony's restaurant, the original OG Tony's restaurant, was built. And so they built it, and it was like 2 different buildings, but they're connected, and it makes a C. So I have windows that look at their windows, if you could look out the windows. Yeah. Yeah, so the building just makes or a C or a U or whatever, and that's outside. So that's where
how does that work at all? Because
I don't know.
You go up the stairs and you have to go. I feel like you go past the stairs when you go all the way up and you can cross over into the other building. I feel like you go past the stairs.
So this is my first cigar of the day.
Weird.
I know. This is my first cigar of the day, and
that's weird too. I was talking about the building being building being weird, but that's weird too.
And I'm getting so much light floral. Not to sound nerdy.
Here we go.
Yeah, I know, right? Not to sound nerdy.
You have Mark and Scott on one episode, and here we are with our floral nuttiness.
No, it's the retro hail is so nice and bright. I don't know. It's different than a lot of other cigars.
So my skateboard shipped.
Your oh jeez, I forgot all about that.
It's coming here.
I'm so wrapped up in all this crap I'm doing. I forgot that Chuck went and bought so a cigar customer comes in, one wheels are sitting out. He goes, you guys gotta get these power skateboards. And so he let us ride his because
I'd been looking at them before he came in. I'd been looking at them.
And this thing's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Chuck went and bought one.
Yeah. I'm just doing market research.
Market research, is that right? For the board shop?
Yeah. Gotta know what you're gonna carry.
Yeah, sure.
So I paid extra for UPS shipping.
Did you instead of FedEx?
Because because
You want it here on time?
F FedEx. I want it here, period. And they sent it FedEx. I got a notification that it shipped FedEx. And this is how much I hate FedEx. I got a notification that it shipped FedEx, and I immediately emailed them, and I went, no.
Yeah, cancel my order.
No, I paid for UPS because I wanted UPS. And then I explained to them, as I explained to everybody when I find out they're shipping FedEx, how bad FedEx sucks. FedEx is the worst shipping company out there. And how bad FedEx sucks. And they replied with, okay, we'll fix it. And they fixed it right away. I haven't got my UPS notification yet, but it was towards the end of the day by the time they fixed it, I'm sure. So probably today, I'd imagine. But it was due Friday, so I'm figuring UPS will probably still be due Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe Thursday. But maybe we'll do an unboxing video. Maybe that's what I'll try the new camera out on. An unboxing video.
Yeah.
That should be nice and easy to upload.
Yeah.
Shouldn't need nothing fancy.
Right.
I don't know if that's got a mic on it.
Oh, I bet it does.
Yeah, figure it out.
And then we have the extra mics from these cameras too. So if it should plug in. Hopefully.
There's mics for these cameras?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is an external mic for this camera.
Yeah, it sits on top. It's got a little foamy thing on it to cut down the wind. So, yeah, whatever. These cameras work enough.
Well, it's not. The problem we're having with these cameras is that something goes wonky with them, and then we get screwed. An episode gets screwed up. That's the problem we're having with these cameras. I have no idea what happened last week. It was set for 4K, 30 FPS, which is what I'm almost positive we were recording in anyway. And the file was too big. So, which doesn't make any sense either, because how can the file be too big?
Right.
For that program. How?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I don't know. I've never even looked at it.
So either the camera the file shouldn't be too big for the program, because you should be able to make a movie
Yeah.
in 4K
Right.
with that program, with that fancy, expensive program. But the file was too big for it, or either that, or the camera is corrupting. There's something corrupt on the which I format them after every time.
Right.
So I don't know what happened.
So other big news, we set a date for the ladies' night for the third time. If it snows on this day,
I've seen that.
If it snows, I'm sorry, I'll just never ever do a ladies' night.
You don't get anything.
No. So we're doing ladies' night April 7th, and so it's a Thursday. So from 6 to 10, all the guys are kicked out, and all the ladies get to come in, have some fun, smoke cigars, eat some food, drink some booze, and just have a good time. So I'm kind of excited. Oh, somebody's taking a picture of your van right now.
Probably.
No, they are. I watched him pull his phone out, slow down, and then he's making a turn.
I see.
I was taking pictures of my Silverado.
I got it out Sunday and took it up to put gas in it, because I figured I was going to drive it probably sometime this week. Got it up, put gas in it, and the guy goes, "What is that, an old Ford?" And I was like, "You were not paying attention when I pulled in."
Right.
And so I just said,
Yep.
"Yeah, it's nice, ain't it?" And I went back. I was putting gas in, and I guess he looked at it long enough, because you can still kind of see through the windshield.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he looked at it long enough to figure out that nothing was where it should be.
Right.
And then he come over and he started talking to me about it.
Nice. I was getting coffee this morning, and I made the kid drive again. So after
Your truck?
no,
Is that what she's driving?
no,
Oh.
I had the trailer on it this morning.
Oh.
No, I made her drive her car. So yep, there he goes. More photos. So anyway, she did really good. So all that traumatic experience went pretty well. So she did fantastic today. So and then so I went back out the truck. I parked the truck and trailer in the house across the street from me is for sale. So I just parked it in the driveway over there. So I took I drove up there and got a coffee, and some guy's there. He goes, pretty soon, a gallon of gas is going to cost more than this coffee. And I was like, man, I haven't had a cigar yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. And I was like, so I just leaned over real close, and I just go, I'm just happy Madigan got his. And he high-fived me so loud that the whole store stopped to look.
I've never been one to pay attention. I mean, you pay attention because you see it everywhere, but what's it matter? You're going to drive, so shut up.
What a great year for me to...
Shut up, pay for your gas, you're going to drive.
What a great year for me to really get the bicycle out.
Right.
Yeah, so...
Right.
Bicycle sales should be going through the roof.
Well, I come here and go home, so that's 3 miles, actually.
Right. I'm about to move in with Jeff to save some money.
Right.
Or I'll have to sleep down in downtown or something. I don't know.
Do you think that's going to stop me from putting gas in the van and going for a drive on a weekend? It's not.
No.
It's absolutely not.
It just gives people something to bitch about. Like, there's not enough to bitch about.
I don't even see the point in it no more. I mean, bitching about that laptop because that's foul, man. Why put out such a cheap product that costs so much?
Because everything's disposable now.
That's ridiculous.
The $100,000 vehicles are disposable.
I could see bitching about ridiculous, but that's just getting to the point where there's just nothing to bitch about no more because it's not worth bitching about. It's just not worth any of it anymore. So,
I'm really liking the cigar. I'm like in a different place on it right now.
I almost rage quit that game so many times last
yesterday.
Oh my God. Jeff's just sitting here laughing at me. And then him and Josh got to nerding out about Final Fantasy or stuff like that.
Oh boy. Was it busy yesterday?
No.
Really?
It was not busy at all.
Dude, that sucks. That sucks. We had a busy week last week. We're kind of rocking and rolling last week.
Well, you know how it is, right? This month is the end of it, so
yeah. First
hit and miss.
First quarter sucks in the Midwest, and anywhere it gets cold, all your brick and mortars slow down because nobody wants to leave the house. They go to work, they go home. They don't want to be getting in a cold car anymore than they have to. So, good news this week. I'm going to go down and apply for the business license for the city of Alton. So we're going to open up a cigar shop number 2 downtown. I can say the address now since I have permission. So we're going to be at 202 State Street in Alton, Illinois, shop number 2.
Was he trying to, did I hear it right yesterday? Was he trying to sell it to you?
He was trying to sell it to me. I'm pretty confident that the Alton store is going to do really well. Just because we'll have a lot of tourist traffic that'll come through.
Well, you'll have all that foot traffic.
We'll have some foot traffic. We're not, Alton's, it's going to have its baseline, but every cruise in general has to drive by that shop.
Right.
So, it's in a good location.
You'll probably do well for wheels and whatever they call it down there.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Is that in May?
I don't know when they do it.
I don't either. So the project, so the first weekend in May is the Kentucky Derby. So it should be like May 7th.
Right.
And so that's...
you'll do well then, too.
I should do very well then. I don't know. It might even be worth having the camper down there at the same time, but we'll just kind of see how that rolls out. I know. So... We'll just, because if the store's there, it's amazing how little people really want to walk. So when I managed a store, right up the hill.
You have a street cart.
Oh, I do have a street cart. You're kind of smart sometimes.
You have a street cart.
And a one wheel.
Oh
my gosh, this plan is coming together. You guys are witnessing, this is how things get done.
Right.
I'm going to one wheel
a street cart.
A street cart full of cigars around. I need a cigar outfit, like the cookie, the Girl Scout cookies are wearing the cookies.
Right.
I need a big fluffy cigar and Hopefully it doesn't look like a penis.
It'll look like a
It'll
penis.
look like a penis. Like, look at that dick and a dick. So, yeah, so we're going to open up. We'll definitely be open by the first weekend in May. It's a busy time down that way. And then it's going to be kind of a grab and go. It won't be nearly as big as the Rosewood Heights location. So all the events and whatnot will happen up this way. So, and then, you know, down there's just not going to be enough room. So we'll be right next to Morrison's Irish Pub, which has good food and very good cocktails. And the other side, there is an empty building. And then next to them is State Street Market and the Copper Bar. So really good food and drinks all around us. So could turn out to be pretty well.
Who owns the empty building?
A guy named Scott. I tried to buy that building one time several years ago. That was the guy I went to his house, knocked on his door, asked him if he wanted to fist fight. Actually, he asked me. Well, he told me, next time I see you, I'm going to beat you. And so I instantly put my shoes on and drove over to his house. And there's that. So, yeah. So he, I
remember that.
Yeah, he wants to sell it, but he doesn't want to sell it for some reason. So, just keep an eye on taxes and maybe pick it up. And it's actually 2 parcels. His building's really nice. It wraps around the building I'm going to be in. So
it would be nice to have then, is what you're saying.
It would be really nice to have, but I'm going to focus on trying to get this one where I'm at, and then see what I do with the upstairs. There's actually 2 more floors up there. It's a 3-story building.
Speakeasy.
Something, maybe a card room, poker room, boiler room. I don't know. I don't want to put everything out there that's not really legal. So it could be I could make a bunch of bedrooms up there and make it a hostel for the board shop rentals. See how that all ties in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Need to, because I think that would go over well down there too. I think that would go over well, just on the renting bikes and scooters.
Well, that's where it's at.
That's
where it's always at, is renting them. I mean, renting anything is way more valuable or profitable than selling it. So.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, you got to figure how many times you're going to have to take the trailer up and pick up a bicycle in Grafton.
Well, you just go up there with your with a pickup truck, pick them up. The biggest problem down there would be storage of them. Just depend on the space you have in the store.
I don't think so.
So the building I'm going in used to be a bicycle shop.
Well, Wild Tracks is still across the street, ain't it?
No. Wild Track closed. The cyclery bought them out.
That's what I meant.
No, there's no cyclery anywhere in Alton now. Because they moved out to
even the one up by where the Pizza Hut was.
Yeah, they closed that one down. Hell, it kept getting smashed in and robbed.
That's what I was gonna say.
You can't do business in Alton.
That's what I was gonna say.
People have no respect.
But that one on the corner down there, on the corner of State Street's not there?
No, the sign's still up. That's actually the Trader's Pawn Shop. They sell guns and that's it, really.
Oh.
Yeah, that hasn't been the bike shop in forever because it moved from there to Godfrey.
Are there bikes in there?
No.
I thought I seen bikes in there last time we were down there.
I mean, somebody might have pawned one or something.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe, but
I don't think he takes anything but guns. I mean, that's kind of the, It's one of the. There's
I
only.
didn't even know that existed.
What's that? Traders?
Yeah.
God, it's been there forever. It's been there probably 25, 30 years.
Never even knew. Never even knew it was there.
On the corner.
Yeah, where the Wild Tracks was.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it called Wild Tracks back then?
I mean, I thought it was a bicycle shop this whole time.
That's funny. That's so funny. No,
I thought it was still a bicycle shop.
Probably been 20 years. Or more. Probably more. Because it moved out to by Lewis and Clark for a while. and then it moved, and it's changed owners a couple times, and then it moved down to Alton, to 202 State, where I'm going, and then it moved to Central Avenue and Broadway.
Yeah, I don't know all that. So.
Yeah. Well, I moved it from 202 State to the old Central Avenue Auto Parts.
I remember Central Avenue Auto Parts.
Yeah, I moved it from one location to the other. I had this old like 96 Chevy Silverado 4-wheel drive. So, and I moved it, and it was probably, I don't know how many years ago, but I moved all these bikes. I had probably 10 times the value in the back of the truck than what the truck was worth in bicycles. So, yeah, we got it all moved. Kevin was part of that. We all pitched in and moved that bike shop.
Oh, I went by Kevin's the other day in the truck.
Yeah.
And did a burnout in front of his house.
That's awesome.
I'm going to go by Kevin's at least once a week or so and do a burnout. Every time I go by that direction, and I go that direction often because I know everybody I know is out there.
Right.
Ronnie's just behind him there a little bit, and I'm going to do burnouts in front of Kevin's house every time. Until he comes in here one day bitching about how somebody keeps coming out there and doing burnouts in front of his house. I was sleeping and somebody's out there doing them. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Right. Yeah, you got to go about 7 p.m. He'll be asleep right then. Just every night after work, just go and do a burnout.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe we'll do an unboxing when that comes in. I'll use that new camera to do an unboxing.
That'd be cool. We need some extras.
And, yeah, you haven't been doing nothing with Steve lately or nothing?
No, Steve's been in a different spot.
So, I noticed he's been having some rough days.
He has.
I've noticed that. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll do an unboxing, get that thing out, and play with it a little bit. And that'll be what I try the new camera out on.
That'd be cool. Yeah, Joe loaned us a camera kind of forever. And then I loaned him a boom mic stand kind of forever.
About one of these?
Nope, that big one that was sitting in the corner. We were using it as a tripod before we got our tripod.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
So we will never use a boom mic like that.
Nope.
And if we ever do need it for some reason, then we'll just borrow it back. And then same thing with him. He goes, there might be a commercial or something I got to do where I need that camera.
Right.
So, I don't know. It's been fun. It's fun buying stuff and trading up. So I'm currently, so my girlfriend's mom's birthday is today. And she turns 68. So throughout the day, I'm going to text her 68 times, happy birthday. I told her I was going to call her 68 times, but I don't want my battery to die. So
68 times.
Yep.
What the hell's going on out there now?
I don't know.
Car doors opening. I can see the reflection of car doors opening.
Somebody's stealing your van.
Maybe. Got a bunch of insurance on it, so. Nope.
This guy's just a straight up idiot.
Nope.
Who is this?
I don't know who.
Oh, I know who this is. Hold on.
Who is it? Well, who is it?
It's the guy with cigars.
Well, I guess. I know I seen doors opening. He didn't even see you go that way. Trying to show him that Mike went to the other door. My voice is better this week, everybody. My throat still kind of hurts. I'm going to have to figure that one out. Might have to call a doctor. But at least my voice is better. It's not cracking and all gravelly and pitchy sounding.
What's that?
My voice.
It sounds a lot better.
A lot better.
All right, let's plug him in.
Who's this?
This is This is David Payne, which is a super cool name. Did you get it?
I believe so.
Why is that
Yeah,
wobbly?
it's in. It's always been wobbly. No, that's just the way it is.
Oh, it's just.
It's just always been wobbly.
Thanks, Amazon, for some more garbage.
The stool is
Right here.
I don't know where
I'm
it is.
doing it off camera. Check it out.
Somewhere.
So David Payne is a rep. We'll just wait for him. He's using the restroom. I guess he drove in from Indiana.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
2 hours early. Are you counting them now?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
I was
You're
gonna make
counting
sure I got
Okay.
the first 10 done.
them? Is he a Gurkha rep?
Nope. He is.
I thought that's what those were.
Nope. So we have these in the store. These are Mill DS.
I don't. I've seen them.
Crowned heads.
Oh, okay.
Fiat Lux, which is really good.
Oh, okay.
And then probably the MXS. Nope, the Luciano. This is the new size of the Luciano. And we have the Dreamers, the Lanceros in there.
Right.
So he's got a new size.
Crown heads are the ones that aren't in the thing in any form that I can find them ever.
What do you mean?
I can never find them. I type every different kind of name that's on the stick, and I can never find them in the computer. So they get sold for whatever I feel like selling them for at that point in time.
They all have barcodes.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They absolutely
Every
do not.
single one of them does.
They absolutely do not.
They absolutely do.
They absolutely do not. I'll prove it. I'll show you.
Yep.
I don't remember which one it is, but I think Hazel buys one of them.
The only one that doesn't is the Las Calaveras.
Yeah, that's the one I can never find.
So it's under LC for Las Calaveras.
I've tried that, and it doesn't work.
Dude, do you have a Crown Heads ring?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's not even a pinky ring.
Well, I just have small pinkies.
Everybody, this is David Payne. Dave,
Hello.
we're not live. We're recording,
Thank God.
and well, we don't edit.
Yeah,
so right. We try not to say the word F.
Okay. Which one?
Frank,
Okay.
or whatever.
Or Fred.
There's
Fred.
a couple of them.
Right. Dave is I just kind of went through it, but since you're here, Dave is the #1 Crown Heads rep in the country, in the Midwest.
The Midwest for sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
Definitely in Rosewood
Absolutely.
Heights.
So, do you want to cut her?
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I'll share my ashtray too. Maybe I won't hit my mic this time. Dave is, what do you got, an event going on in St. Louis?
I got a cutting light tomorrow night at the Hill. I'm just kind of bopping around, seeing people. I'm working my way out to Kansas City for the end of the week, where I got a pretty decent sized event.
At what shop out there?
La Cultura.
Oh, yeah, Corey's. Isn't that Corey's shop?
I know Ben
Is-
and Dave. Who's Corey?
I don't know, man. I'm
Talk
not.
about Corey Frisbee?
Yeah,
He's a rep.
I know he's a rep.
No,
Didn't he start his shop?
I don't know. Oh, that's Weston. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's North. That's a really cool time. If you haven't ever been there, it just takes you back to the 1950s. Weston's amazing. Well, thank you, sir. Why did you have to hold that?
Customer service.
Am I not trusted to light my own cigar?
Well, I think I'll burn your eyes off if you're not right.
Yeah, you'll be
Right. I like those shades,
You'll be
dude.
full on
My
fire with
favorite
that
Christmas
thing.
gift ever.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, my wife loves me.
Yeah, yeah. New baby too. How's baby?
She let out her first laugh last
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
So I am just over the moon. This is the longest trip without her.
Right.
I got 4 nights now, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully she's there when I get back.
I'm sure she will be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's probably fine.
yeah. It's gonna be good.
What are you guys up to?
We record this terrible podcast for a while,
right.
and then
And then I'll go play video games for the rest of the day.
yep,
Nice.
Yeah.
I clocked the Xbox. That's a good move.
yeah. So and then I'm gonna go down and apply for a business license for the store #2.
Which a cigar store number?
Yeah.
2? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. Is it in the same city?
No, it's the next city over,
Okay.
over in Alton. So
Good deal.
yep. So and then I got some more work to do on another Alton building. I'm working on.
Yeah, what are you up to? Like 5 or 6 now?
No, gosh, it feels like it. It feels like I'm building like 30 buildings because it's taken so long. We're over a year, and I'm still not done.
Oh my goodness.
Don't buy buildings that should be bulldozed.
Yeah, I bought a building that should have been condemned, probably.
Okay.
And because I like shipbox cars,
Yeah.
so it just transferred right over to shipbox buildings.
That's not good. Do you know how to fix shitbox buildings?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't know how to fix shitbox
Yeah,
cars either.
he don't know how to fix shitbox cars
right.
either.
Then it should transfer all the same.
I
Yeah.
do though. I
Yeah.
can fix shitbox cars, and I got a buddy really good at fixing shitbox buildings. So
It just takes a year. So
well, he's only got one good leg, man.
he's got one good leg.
Come on, can't even break.
He's got one good person,
Yeah.
Right.
and so it's been a process of learning. Lots of learning.
Shitbox cars, shitbox buildings, shitbox contractors.
Yeah.
How do one wheels fit into that? I thought that was where you were throwing all your weight.
Well, I do forward.
Right.
You have to, I suppose.
Right. You gonna ride the one wheel?
Absolutely. Why do you think I'm here? It's not for the podcast.
You know,
Right.
I thought you were just pushing
Fair enough.
product.
No. Are you kidding me? This shit sells itself. I'm here for the one wheel.
This guy. looking like an assassin with them glasses.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Crown Heads is great, but it's no 3-6 Mafia.
Well, no.
I mean, you guys are tearing it up.
I just thought you were one of our weird ass dumb customers that couldn't figure out what time we opened it.
I'm glad to know that you think I would fit in here.
Yeah.
You have it- is this
you kind of got this '70s serial killer vibe.
Yeah, that fits right
Perfect
in.
for the shop.
Right. So, is this your first time in this shop?
It is.
And we've been carrying your product since.
A year ago.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. So that's cool. I appreciate the support.
I was under strict instructions not to leave the house.
No, I get that. I meant before the wedding, before the baby.
That was before. Yeah. She doesn't give me instructions. That comes straight from the boss. I love the art you've got hanging up. Who's doing it?
Thank you, Jenna Mascarella.
Yeah.
So that big box right there. She does commission pieces too. So if you want some
Really, Jenna with the big box. I like it.
Jenna with the big box. It's my cousin.
Yeah, she probably won't appreciate that plug, but the art looks great.
So the big painting there, the Cuestadore box, that won some awards over in St. Louis.
Really?
Yeah.
In the big city.
Yep.
Watch out.
So funny story about Jenna.
Okay.
So we're related, and she's been painting cigar boxes for a while, and then she had a show in Alton, and the bar owner hit me up and he goes, "Hey, we're having this the last Thursday of the month, art, beats, and fashion or something, right?"
Nice.
Whatever. So it sounds like it's cool. It's just Alton, so it's small, and the bar is super pretty. It's a guy spinning wax, actual vinyl, so
That's
which is
amazing.
very cool. And then so there's one artist a month, and then there's one fashion person a month, and so every month it's different, right? So so this was her month. So he's like, "Hey, do you want to bring down the cigar camper and sell cigars? It's 20 degrees." So I'm like, "No." And do you want to set up a table and sell cigars? And I go, "Well, tell me, how many people you had, right?" And so he, 40, 50 people. And I'm like, "Well, 2%, that's two cigars." So I'm going to go ahead and not. So I'll bring some cigars, but I'm not setting up a table. I'm not doing all this stuff just because it's not really worth my time.
Sure.
And I like to be in
Wrong
asleep.
crowd anyway.
Yeah, wrong crowd anyway. A lot of robot penis suckers,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know one or two of those.
You have one or two of those?
I know one or two.
Oh,
of those.
you seem like a guy that might suck a robot penis. So anyway, so Jenna, I'm down at this art show. I haven't seen that side of the family in 20 years. And so we then discover that we are related.
Okay.
And it's just kind of wild that this girl's been painting cigar boxes and I've been selling cigars and we're related. Just kind of a weird matrix of things going on. I didn't lock that door back. Oh, well.
It's a small world.
It is a small
I
world.
mean,
It's just kind of cool that somebody else in the family is doing something with cigars. She smokes one every once in a while. She did take a Peacemaker.
You got to.
Yeah, she took a Peacemaker to paint. Because I got that badass exploded foot.
Yes.
You haven't even
It's
seen
so
it.
distinct. What are you talking about? I've known the Peacemakers since before the Weller era.
Oh yeah, well that was just 6 months ago. So.
It's-
It was a year ago, but it
It's an
took
era
forever.
now.
Dude, I just placed another order. So
Did you sell the first one?
about half, and nobody moves fast. So
Well, it's winter in the Midwest. What are you gonna do?
well, I'd sell to New Zealand and sell to Hawaii and sell to yeah.
Hey, if you need a sales guy in New Zealand, I've been looking for an angle to get myself over there. It
Yeah.
seems like a great time.
Hey, Grant, you need Grant Overton, and
Time Grant's name. Grant
Grant
has a great name.
Grant has the badass name, bro, and I think he has it copyrighted. So good luck trying to get it. But it's Grant the Cigar Merchant. The Cigar Merchant.
I mean, that's pretty great.
Dude, it's pretty pimp.
Yeah.
I mean, 25 years in Cantero's, that's the shop he owns.
Mm-hmm.
And but New Zealand is,
See, I didn't think they
Wow.
were too hot on tobacco.
oh, yeah, exactly. They hate tobacco.
Yeah.
They're pushing vape.
Re-
I swear.
I didn't think it was going to be a replacement type of situation. I thought they just wanted to be done with the whole category.
They got something now to where there's 500 places in the whole country that can sell cigarettes, and they want to restrict that down to 50. That's on the books.
Are they the country that is gradually raising the purchasing age over the next decade or so?
Yeah, actually, what they did is if you're 14 right now, you'll be able to buy cigarettes or buy tobacco. If you're 13 right now, you will never be able to.
Right,
I
yeah.
think that law passed.
Yeah.
So, like
crazy.
you will be outlawed from ever purchasing tobacco.
Could you imagine trying to get that legislator through here?
No,
I mean,
you couldn't.
No way.
Can you imagine the black market?
Oh
Because
yeah.
My brain goes straight to black market.
Oh, dude,
straight to it.
I mean, bootleg central.
Right.
So
straight to
so when
black
they
market.
when they were threatening banning the vapes, like shutting the vapes down.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a friend that is huge in the vape business and has made bundles of money, man. I mean, just and he's
Yeah, Danny's freaking rich.
yeah, Danny got rich off this, and he was welding mufflers not too many years ago. So I mean, dude's killing it, right? So he hit us up because we're Mike and Chuck, and he's like, "Hey man, I might start bootlegging." And we're like, "Yeah, we're in, whatever, So we're just gonna get one wheels with backpacks full of vape juice and start going around the
No,
the
I
country.
want a trench coat.
You
I
want a
don't
trench coat?
backpack, I want a
You want to
trench
open it up?
coat. Yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
flavor? What's
Yeah.
your flavor?
How can they eat? I'm still confused on the whole vape thing because each of those ingredients has a purpose already that's completely legal. It's only illegal once you combine them. So,
Well-
what's to stop you from doing it? I
Well,
don't know.
at one time, crack was technically legal because cocaine was legal, and Arm and Hammer is
Make
legal.
America great again, right?
Right.
Well, I don't think crack was around when cocaine was illegal. I
No.
don't think they had it figured out.
No,
back
no,
then.
no.
So
Do you know? Man, we don't have that sticker on anything.
we don't.
That's a sad day.
The recipe.
So we put the crack recipe on our shipbox cars.
Ethan,
Yeah?
Ethan is still driving the.
He was doing it last
yeah,
night.
he's driving. I wonder if the stickers are. They
I hope
better
so.
still be on it.
So,
if they're not, I'm repossessing it.
Yeah, the Chuck put the crack recipe on his shipbox Omni.
Yeah, you know what a roll call is, right? On a car. They put the greedy and down the door, the fender.
Hold on, I got you. So in NASCAR, he's from Indiana. So in NASCAR, all the sponsor stickers.
stickers, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
So
Stickers.
Right. Well, this is in a line like a grocery list.
Okay.
Right. Down the fender, normally down the fender or down the door.
All right.
Well, I did that, except I halfway designed it and I had somebody else refine it for me. But I did the recipe to crack cocaine.
But it
all,
looked-
all the ingredients you need for crack cocaine.
but he did it to where it looked like Pirelli tires.
Right.
Oh, wonderful.
Right.
And Nitto or whatever. So it looks like car sponsors.
Right. Except it's the recipe for
So
crack
if you
cocaine.
glance at it and you're a car guy, you're like, oh, that's funny because he put all these, and especially on a ship box, right?
Yeah.
Some car that's like missing door handles. So it's got, all these like what looks like should be racing parts on it. Mm-hmm. So you have like Iniki rims, which it clearly doesn't have.
Right.
But you have that sticker, but it doesn't say Iniki rims. It says, whatever. It'll say Arm and Hammer, or it'll say Peruvian Bam Bam, and it'll say whatever. It says all it's the whole entire recipe for crack. So then we put it on a T-shirt too. So
Is there any amount
We still have a ton of
legal
them.
trouble that could come from?
No.
No, you
No.
can Google that.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but advertising.
No.
Yeah, what's actually they're a big hit and kind of controversial, the T-shirts, because they former crackheads get mad when they see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've heard back. We've
Yeah.
heard feedback.
How many former crackheads are there? You think?
Probably
There's
a
a
lot.
lot.
feel like-
Yeah, there's-
Yeah.
especially in
What sticks
Alton.
with you?
You never smoked crack?
No.
We're gonna do that before we one wheel.
Right.
Thought that was kind of part of the recipe.
Yeah, it
I mean,
is.
You,
I mean,
you got to be severely.
Crack is still popular in Alton.
Yeah, crack's pretty popular in Alton.
Yeah, still.
so-
I mean, Alton,
I thought
Alton,
everybody had
Alton
switched to
sticks to
meth
its
by now.
roots.
Yeah, we stick to the roots, man. That's 80s stuff.
Yeah.
So like there was streets in Alton back in the 90s where if you pulled your car up on that street, somebody is going to jump
Yeah.
on that
You-
car.
You lived on one.
Right. Somebody's going to jump on that car until you give them money to
Or in
purchase
it.
drugs. Yeah,
Yeah,
or in it.
What's to stop you from driving away?
Well, there's
Nothing.
a human being on it.
No, the answer is nothing.
I didn't agree
The
to
answer is
this.
nothing.
Do you not know
We-
crackheads have superpowers?
We
They will hold on forever.
so I gave a girl a ride. I gave a girl a ride to get some crack cocaine. This was on Ridge Street. Mm-hmm. And she pulls. We're driving down the road, and she just slows down, or I just slow down, and the guy jumps in the back of the car, and she buys her, her crack, and then I'm like, well, it's time for you. Oh, I need a ride. Oh, I need a. He wouldn't get out of the car.
right.
So me, being the ignorant ass that I was, I pinned it and pointed it toward the telephone pole. Did we all die? And he got out of the car. So
That's one way to handle a situation.
you can drive
So-
away with a human being on your car. It'll be okay.
So what's really great
They will
is
get off eventually.
I'll ask for permission later.
so what's really great is what comes of that is since they just jump in freely to the car, you're only on that road for one reason.
Right.
So if you have a two-door car, one driver, they're going to jump in the passenger seat.
Mm.
And then what you do is you hide behind the passenger seat and you come up. Once you drive down away from the boys a minute, you drive half a block down, you come up from behind the back seat with a pistol and you shove it in their head and you take their shoes, their beeper, and their gold chains.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Having a hard time thinking of anything a crackhead might have on them that I want.
A lot of money.
Oh, the dealers, yeah,
Yeah.
dealers. I mean, you're not talking about crackheads at this
Yeah,
point.
you're not
talking about
robbing.
dealers.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
my bad.
yeah. So I mean, they have the money, the pager, the Nikes, definitely the gold because it was the '90s.
Yeah.
So I mean,
How did the police of Alton feel about this?
well, they didn't drive on those two streets.
No.
Oh,
Actually, there's about four
Those are
streets.
hot zones. You know where you're at.
How does it
Yeah.
always work out to be just perfect that the two streets they don't drive on are the ones where the crackheads?
They don't care.
That's crazy.
Well,
That requires them to do their job.
what are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm not a cop.
I mean, what they do is so if the Ford Taurus pulls up, everybody runs,
Right.
and then when the Ford Taurus leaves,
Everybody comes back out.
everybody
they
comes
live
back.
there.
Right.
You can't.
You know,
Great lighter.
you don't have to slam it.
You do not. Yeah.
Fuck.
I
Calm-
listened
calm
to
down,
last
Scott.
week's episode. I thought I was supposed to.
Well, you
Yeah,
listened to
right,
the last one,
right.
with Scotty?
right.
We're not talking about nerd shit today, right?
No.
No.
Unless you want to, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
No.
Talk about cigars the rest of the day.
Yeah.
No,
No.
I knew a guy that went to the same place to get a prostitute every weekend.
Right.
The same place in Alton. And they were always there. So
4th Street.
no, the car wash.
Oh, behind Fast Eddie's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Car wash. They were always there. The cops did nothing.
You guys
They
have Fast
did
Eddie's
nothing.
here? I love Fast Eddie's.
You don't know what Fast Eddie's is.
Yeah.
No, Fast Eddie's is a world famous bar.
Oh.
Literally world famous. The T-shirts are all. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. Right now, there's some Ukrainian with an AK-47 shooting somebody with a. I spent my 21st birthday at Fast Eddie's T-shirt on.
Carrying a
Good
landmine.
branding.
Carrying a landmine across the street.
That's right.
Yeah, that dude's wearing a Fast Eddie's T-shirt. So Fast Eddie's used to be owned by AB, Anheuser-Busch.
Never been in it.
Is that right?
Never been in
That's
it. Never had a
insane.
desire to go in it.
That is nuts.
Still don't have a desire to go in it.
You never wanted to chase mom jeans?
Never
So before
ever been in it.
before mom jeans came in style. So when you're a single guy, you're in your 20s. You can go to Fast Eddie's because it was just a zoo full of cougars. And so it was mom jeans and wedding rings, and they you just take them to the car wash and rail them out. And So, and they're happy. They gave the. So anyway, back to Fast Eddie's history. It was owned by Anheuser-Busch.
Well, that was part of it, wasn't it?
It kind of, sort of. So
We're on the same topic.
owned by Anheuser-Busch, and they passed a law that breweries can't own bars. So it becomes somebody else's bar. Well, the upstairs happened to have a bunch of small bedrooms in it. So there was all kinds of steel plants and factories on the riverfront. So all those workers would come over, get their beer, get their girl. Good
One-stop shop.
good payday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on payday they would go and get your beers and stuff like that. And it since has evolved to where they have purchased the street from. So they put the smoking ban in 2007.
Yeah.
And so what this guy does is the original Fast Eddie, what he did was he purchased the road from the city and then built what looks like a ballpark, like an outdoor ballpark, like the fencing and stuff.
Okay.
And then calls it a retractable roof. It's so there's I-beams and then plastic over it, and there's
So it's
heat.
not technically indoor.
It's not technically indoor. So, and then what's funny is everybody's so against the smoking, but everybody that built an outdoor smoking area is busy.
Yeah.
That's busier than the
Busy,
inside
busy.
non-smoking part. So there's live music every single day there. If you're playing at Fast Eddie's, that means your band's actually getting some traction.
Nice.
Yeah. So even on a weekday, this is probably the only bar in the world that they open at 11. There's a line every single day to get in.
That's crazy.
So pretty cheap food. I know they raised the price of the burger from $1 to like $1.25 or something, whatever it was, and the town erupted. Like they were so mad.
Right.
I think the shrimp went from real good peel and eat shrimp, giant. It's just what they're known for, and it's the shrimp, the burger, chick on a stick, Big Elwood. So decent food, cold beer. They advertise the coldest beer in town. Everybody's got a freezer. They could turn it down a little bit.
I've always had issue with people making that claim.
But I mean, if you're the first to do it, then you hold on to it. I guess you're the guy. But yeah, it's he's bought probably 5 bars around him, and has knocked them all down and turned them into parking lots. And they're literally full every single weekend. There's always limos out there. I mean, it's just insane. People come from Missouri to go to Fast Eddie's. So that is your landmark. So when people are like, "Where you at in East Alton?" I'm 10 minutes from Fast Eddie's. Oh, okay. That way it doesn't seem so bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not even to me there's nothing there because I'm from here, but it's like a whole day adventure for people.
Yeah.
To go to Fast Eddie's.
To go to Fast Eddie's.
Never had a desire, ever.
So it was the only place that didn't take my fake ID. Well, that and the casino. Casino wouldn't honor my fake ID.
Right.
So
I wonder why.
Some hood place over in St. Louis made fake IDs. So you're like 16. You're scared. Your eyes are real huge. You're like, yeah. And it's like, oh, all of a sudden I'm 21, and so every bar that we ever tried accepted it, except for Fast Eddie's. So
It sounds like they knew what they were doing.
yeah, I mean, I can tell you that bartenders there make $70,000-$80,000 a year,
I'd be all right with that.
and you're slinging drinks.
Dealing with drunk people all day, every day, though,
No,
not
it's-
my favorite.
No. I had people come in Saturday, and they came in
Is it
drunk.
Hodge?
No, they came in drunk, and man, it's just my temper gets short
Really?
real quick. Yeah, they're like, he's like, you got a 7-Up or a Sprite? I said, I don't have any citrus soda. I don't have Crown Royal. It's not a real bar. And then the other guy's like, can you turn some fans on or something? It's kind of smoky. And I'm like, it's a cigar shop, So I was just trying to play Golden Tea, and they were,
Is this the 2022?
and that's 2020.
I'll take it. That's new enough.
Yeah, it's online, so you can.
I don't have the machine though. Like, I
Oh.
don't have the.
Oh, I didn't pay for that. Somebody drops it off here and collects the money.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So
Love it.
basically,
Love the
just collects my money.
Right. Yes, that was when I worked in a cigar shop. The exact same situation.
What town did you work in a cigar shop?
Speedway, Indiana. So it'd be the west side of Indianapolis suburbs. Huge humidor. Really, actually, a fun place to go check out if you're in the area.
Right. Do you have your own products there? Do you have?
Crowned heads?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, you got to.
Were they there before you started repping for them?
Yes, but now there's a lot more.
Well, I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that your home store? Is that the one you go to the most?
I would consider that my home store, but it's an hour away from where I live.
Gotcha. So as a rep, obviously you have tons of cigars on hand all the time. But as a rep, and how long have you been repping Crown Heads?
3 years.
Okay, so now since you've been doing it 3 years, do you ever go to a cigar shop just to hang out, or is it almost always business? Has it stole the romance of chilling in a cigar shop from you?
No, I still go to hang out, but it's for the people. It's not, oh my God, who's got this new thing that I want to go check out? That has dropped a little bit. I see you smoking the Amazon Basin, something like that. I'll still get real excited about. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That is such a unique raisin kind of note to it, and it's hard to get. But it's it kind of brings me back to what cigars are, which is it's just hanging out with your guys.
Camaraderie,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The community is everything for this.
Well, not those two nerds we had in here last week.
It's hard to listen to.
Sure. Well, it was so visual too, and then
Mark is hard to listen to. That was the most I've ever heard Scott talk, so I wasn't bothered by it at all.
dude, Scotty's the man. I used to buy cigars out of Scotty's trunk,
Really?
which sounds a little weird, but yeah. So I worked in East St. Louis, which I don't know if you've been there.
Is that the home of Larry Flint's Hustler Club?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
technically I think that's Charlie Park or Washington Park or whatever. But
It
close
is.
enough.
It's Washington Park.
Yeah, it's Charlie Park.
It's the same. It's the same. East St. Louis encompasses.
Yeah, East St.
Washington Park,
and it's
It's
Claremont.
more of
And-
a state of mind, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Good job.
It is.
Yeah, so
Brooklyn.
So I worked down there 7 years. No, Brooklyn's too far. Brooklyn's a whole different
Man,
animal.
it's still East St.
No,
Louis. You ask
Brook-
people, that's still East St.
Brooklyn's-
Louis.
Brooklyn is so far away. That
I heard they closed PTs.
maybe.
heard.
Well, they
I
had
heard they
that.
closed PTs.
I think they had that fentanyl issue there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where the cops are going in and falling out because there's so much fentanyl in the air. That was a real story. Like they would start puking, and they were like passing out from all the fentanyl that was in there.
Yeah, I'd believe that in any strip club down there.
Yeah.
That's
So-
why you're not allowed to touch them.
So you need to go to
So
Well played.
right.
you
right,
touch them, you overdose on fentanyl.
right, coming out of their pores.
Right,
You think makes them sparkle like that.
right.
Right. So next time you're in Charlie Park or Washington Park and you're thinking about Flints, just go down 111 a little bit further on the right. There's a really classy establishment called Wise Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You need to go to Wise Guys instead.
What am I looking for there?
Well, it'd be the same thing you would get at Larry Flint's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but maybe scaled down a smidge or two.
Yeah,
Like,
just as
yeah, a smidge or
the
two.
girls aren't as high quality.
You know, if the prices go down with it,
Oh, they do.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they
or the
definitely
prices
do.
the prices could go up depending on what you need in life.
But again, your fentanyl tolerance is going to have a play
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
get ready.
Right.
Get ready. Like have back surgery, some like
Yeah, carry
chronic-
your Narcan when you go in.
Yeah. Just go ahead and take the Narcan before you go in. just do a little droppy drop in your nose or
Well,
whatever.
see, that's what the cops should have been doing then. Just go in.
Well, they didn't know what was going on. Yeah, I think that's what closed PTs down.
Huh.
So, not PTs. What's in Brooklyn? Roxy's.
No,
I think Roxy's closed too. I know it did, because I was sad.
I know. I heard PT's closed.
I haven't been in Roxy since
So then you had Mustang Sally's down the road.
1995.
Sure.
Yeah, Mustang Sally's down the road, and
Yeah.
it was Mustang Sally's. You ever seen what was that movie? What was that movie where the stripper had she had the neck thing on, the neck brace thing on? It's a comedy, and she offers to do something for the guy, and he goes, "No thanks, I just got out of prison. Let's go to prison." "No thanks, I just got out of prison. I'm not that horny."
Right.
And that was Mustang Sally's.
So we go on a bachelor trip for a local police officer, and we rented a van. We had a driver, and we went to the world famous Dottie's Body Shop. It was a strip club in Collinsville, which there's none of those left now. The pole, the table and the pole were this high. So,
Regulation.
yeah, it was OSHA approved. There was one stage, one pole, and Dottie was 100,
Yes.
at least 100. She wasn't the one on the stage, and when we walked in as a group of young,
I feel like that probably would have attracted more people, though.
wild and out group.
Just the oddity of it.
Yeah, so we started with 40s. You were drinking 40s on the way. We had a cooler full of 40s, and so we walked in. We're already lit, and there was a girl on her knees and a guy standing on this stage, and one other guy watching.
Sounds like a good time.
And then we were like, what? So
You guys brought the party.
we did bring the party. So we made the girl and then stop doing what she was about to do.
Yeah.
And get back on the stage. And Dottie walks around with a wrinkly, leathery stomach, lifting her shirt, asking for money for the jukebox.
So we were just talking about customer service.
Yeah.
And that's
customer service.
That's next level, right?
Well,
Right.
but her voice was so fantastic. She'd come around, you got money for the jukebox? And we're like, no. And I'm like, so next thing you know, we're on the roof. Well, I was on the roof of Dottie's Body Shop with 2 40s. And Dottie comes out with the 2 regulars. And she's like, get off my roof. And then so I'm throwing empty 40 bottles at her.
Yeah.
She died shortly after.
Unrelated?
And I think so. And then we didn't look back. And then so then we go to PT's for a change of pace, maybe like without, public sex. And Jenna Jameson was there, of all people, was at PT's.
Okay.
So it's almost all police officers,
I think you just solved her medical issue.
and then me, right? And then the driver wasn't a cop. So we go in, it's like $25 to get in or $50, something crazy, right? And by now I'm drunk. So I grab old boy's badge. I'm like, we're all cops. And I throw it back to him, and I just walk in. And then I get close enough to see blonde hair because I'm really pretty hammered. And I'm like, I don't see the allure. So I go back out. I just leave. I'm like, and then one of my buddies was so excited because he knew who she was, and I didn't know who she was until that day. So I'm like, we saw more at Dottie's Body Shop. That was a better place.
Yeah, you're getting more for your money, I'd say.
Yeah. So like Wise Guys, kind of the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're lonely in the hotel and you happen to be by Charlie Park, just dive in to
Great
Wise
chicken
Guys.
down there, too.
Oh,
Great chicken.
the Orange House is the bomb chicken, dude.
Chicken and rice.
It's probably 40 minutes from here, right? So, but I've driven that just to get the chicken.
Chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Good chicken and rice.
I'm your travel companion. I'll show you all the good
So
stuff.
it's across from the BP. It's across from the BP they burnt down a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I'll look out for it.
You can't miss it. It's between the burnt down house and the
Right.
other burnt down apartment complex.
And
then-
across the street from the burnt down gas station.
Yeah, and across the street from the burnt down gas station. And it's orange and it's got bars all over the window. Kind of looks like a prison in Florida, but it's actually some of the best fried chicken I've ever eaten in my life.
And you know the food's good because when you walk in, you go, "Oh my god, this place is gross."
Yeah,
Which means the food's great.
right. So, glock up and get yourself some good
Right.
chicken.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
they won't mess with. They don't mess with the chicken spot.
No. We got a chicken spot in Alton. It's been there. It's for sale now, but it's been there forever. And I would say almost every business on the street's been robbed. Not the chicken place.
Yeah, there was a shooting at the park just down the hill from the chicken
Yeah,
place.
like right behind it. But they don't mess with
Yeah.
the chicken place.
But
But
they don't mess with that chicken spot.
that chicken's
man.
good.
Yep, it is good chicken.
It is
too.
good chicken.
Lovett still has the best chicken in Alton. though.
So you got something that lit. What's a cut light smoke? Tell me what that is. No, not lit. The Hill.
The Hill.
The Hill. I love those people.
I've got the new brand, the CHC Series E that we're pumping, and I'm going to be going out and telling people about it.
Is that a-
like I said, I haven't traveled for 2 years, ever since the Rona started.
I just saw you.
Yeah, well, I haven't been hardcore.
We
know,
just
a
did
day
a-
or two at a time.
we
is
just did an
different
event.
than a full week out on the road making visits, which is what I'm doing now.
Right. Okay.
So now I'm able to really influence the market and get out and spend a little more time talking about things and getting people to know it. So,
Right on.
so we're talking about the CHC Series E. Tomorrow night, I think I'm going to be as insane as saying buy one, get one. Especially if you listen to me tell you about it.
At the Hill.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, very excited about that.
That'd be kind of cool.
Nobody listens to this. So
Yeah, 90-something
Oh, I
people.
know.
You'll save your money.
Yeah. You'll save.
You don't have to worry about that.
The hill pack them in.
They will.
Yeah,
They will.
that's a cool spot, man. I was just over there last week. Nope, 2 weeks ago.
That's the one in
Good
Soulard?
people.
No, that's
Oh.
Grand Cru.
Oh, okay.
It's my boys down there. Grand
Saw
Cru.
you
School.
rocking that jersey for
Dude, I'm going to give it away.
Friday.
I'm doing my first event at Lit Cigar on April 14th.
nice.
So, like, as a brand,
Yeah.
right? And so Nerd Mark is helping me out, with, I've never done an event. I'm pretty stupid. So, well, and then, so I'm going to give away one of those jerseys.
That's huge.
Yeah, so, because I spent a lot of money on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought
And
two
now
of
it's
them.
tax time. You got to write it off.
I bought them this year, so I really screwed
Okay.
myself. Yeah, I should have bought them last year.
Yeah,
But I'm building a 4,000 square foot space, so I have so many write-offs, it's not even funny. So
Nice.
I can save some for this year.
Good
So, but yeah, so so he's gonna help me out. We're gonna do some, whatever, buy 3, get something, or buy a box, get something. Buy all my boxes, whatever.
Don't waste your money on more than you need. People will always love free cigars. If
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
have swag, if you don't have hats and shirts or lighters and ass shit, don't worry about it.
No.
Free cigars gets the job done.
No, I want it all.
Oh yeah,
I want it all.
but that shit gets pricey.
I know. Trust me. I just spent a crap ton of money on the hats that he's wearing right there.
Those are sharp looking.
Thanks. Show him the back. The back's nice. Look away, Chuck. It's his best attribute. You could have just turned around. Come on,
Oh,
man.
beautiful.
Come on.
Beautiful.
That's nice.
It is nice.
I don't have a crowned heads hat.
Yeah, there's a reason. I know you have your own hats, and I'm not trying to compete.
Here's the thing, man. I rep everybody. I do.
Do you do it well? Do you rep crown heads the way I would?
Well, no, because I don't get paid.
So we can work something out.
There you go. See, now we're talking.
Yeah, there's always
Dude,
always an agreement.
I'm
with you.
pushing Mark's product all over the country.
He's got the new Toros coming out, doesn't he?
I don't know. I didn't listen last
Mark's
week.
in New Zealand now because of
Yeah. No, that's a
Is he
true
really?
story. Yeah.
Crafting Puros in New Zealand.
Well, kind of.
Would you mail one over?
So their next order from New Zealand, they're going to include Craft and Puros.
That's phenomenal.
I know. I'm decent at what I do. I'm new at it, though.
Man.
I'm new at it.
How do you-
I'm no David Payne, but I'm trying.
How do you hear about the guy that you call in New Zealand? Is it one dude and you're just like,
Well, I bought this book. It's all the decision makers in the cigar industry. Do you not have that? And I was like, what is the most expensive country to ship to? I want to call them first, and then ship them and pay just crazy prices to ship.
yeah,
So the judge over there is like $40 or $50 per stick in New Zealand dollars.
Holy
Oh no,
cow.
I'm sorry. Pardon me. In U.S. dollars.
that's insane.
Yeah, so it's like 60 something dollars in New Zealand, and it's flying off the shelf.
So you know that your customer base is loaded, and it doesn't matter what you charge for the cigar.
Well, they told me that. So we did a virtual HERF with a bunch of folks in New Zealand, and we were here.
Nice.
Same time a tornado was ripping apart Amazon, and so we sat here and
True story.
we sat here and did the virtual HERF, and that's when the price came out. So in store, I don't know, we had 8-10 people in the store. So I asked everybody on the Zoom or whatever to hold on for a second. Then I yelled at everybody for being cheap. So
Very
like
nice.
it's $14 in the U.S., but it's $42 U.S. dollars in New Zealand. So be happy. It's only 14. And hey, everybody's got a price increase this year, so that's pretty awesome too.
I mean,
Crown Head's going up 3%.
we had to adjust them.
Well, no, it's fine. I mean, this.
I don't. It wasn't flat percentage across the board. Certain lines got hit, certain ones didn't. The newer ones, I think we took it easier on just because they were more in line with the current situation.
Right.
Anyway,
So yeah, I just ordered 8,000 more Peacemakers.
that's phenomenal.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm pretty dumb. So
I mean, all you got to do is
sell them.
talk about them. People, it's got a unique brand. It's got a unique look. It's a good cigar, which
Thanks, buddy.
I mean, a lot of people forget in the marketing scheme
Yeah.
of things,
Yeah.
and how they currently stand in our industry. But
Rolled by good people, good tobacco being used.
yeah, was it AB that you're working with?
Placencia rolls.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Placencia tobacco, Placencia rolls.
You
So
would think they know what they're doing.
yeah, I would think so. I
Yeah,
mean,
good deal.
they do good.
Roll
Damn,
one or
damn.
two cigars.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, 30 million. So I think that's what their number is too.
I believe it.
Yeah, no, it's something crazy.
They're huge.
Yeah, they are.
It's crazy that nobody knew them before they started putting their name on stuff.
Yeah.
They've been around
Yeah.
forever.
Well, that's what was cool. We were under contract with them to buy or to roll, and so when I bought the company, I got that contract as well.
Right.
So I'm not using like AJ's third cousin or anything. I'm using,
Right.
I'm using an actual name, and the boxes say it on when they ship everything to me, which is kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I can't afford to put real placentas in here, but I got mine, so that's cool.
Works in a pinch.
Can't even get Padrones back in.
I mean, because we smoke them all. We barely sell them.
It's true.
I know. Everybody's like, "Where's Padrones?" I'm like, "In our bellies, bro. We smoked
what's your
them."
hottest
My
move?
lungs.
I mean, you got anything tearing up the humidor?
Peacemakers,
Okay.
obviously.
Took the opportunity to pump your own stuff. I like it.
Yep. Home. It's the home store. It's flagship store. So, and everybody likes to support. So, So Peacemakers do well, and then all the cheap stuff. So I would say we probably sell just as many Peacemakers as we do, Chillin' Mooses.
It's hit and miss. Nobody actually comes in to buy just one specific. I wouldn't say that we
Well-
sell more one specific one than we do.
On high end, no.
We've got stuff that people stay away from for some reason that they don't buy, like the punches. I'm pretty sure that the punches are just bought because we smoke them. Because they don't sell. I mean, they sell, but they don't. They go slow.
Yeah,
Well, how much of a cigar culture is there on this side of the river?
not a lot.
And then
So are
the
you doing the hard work of teaching people what they're smoking anyway?
No, what we do is we look at them, we say what's up, and then we go back to watching TV.
we're playing video games.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
most cigar shops.
Yeah. No. Really, when they come in, I show them the local shelf. I show them who we are factory direct with, which isn't very many people, because we don't have a lot of reps that actually come through. So you and Goni from Gurkha.
Love Goni.
Goni's the
He's
man.
awesome.
God, he's the man.
So that's how I work it. I push whoever I like.
Right.
So I push Mark's stuff because I like Mark.
Yep.
I push.
Mark actually does really well. I don't want to speak out of turn, and I'm probably wrong. I know we're one of the, if we're not the top, we're one of the top retailers for Mark.
You're welcome,
awesome.
Mark.
Yeah, but
You're
we
welcome.
do push them. We do hand sell them. I mean,
Yeah.
and we're selling something that they can't see.
Yeah.
It's in those black bags.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're selling like they're believing us based on because we're here every day.
I've never smoked one.
Still?
No, I did try
Pretty
one.
tasty.
I did try one.
Yeah,
It's
he didn't
too
like
strong.
It. Yeah,
too
he
strong
didn't like
for
it. It's
me.
too strong for him.
I
I don't like
that's-
strong cigars.
I think that's the way the world's going though.
He doesn't like strong cigars, but he loves Padrones.
Yeah,
And he likes the Principes.
the Principes.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not a nerd.
That I'm telling you, the only cigar I've actually thought about longer than smoking it was that Cuban Mark brought me Tuesday. I'm still thinking about that cigar. That was a delicious cigar. I don't even know what it was.
You guys have Monty?
Monties.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Monte
Well,
Cristos.
no, we had a little.
Yeah, yours was a Monte, but it
Was
was
it?
small. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little
Yeah,
one.
I think we all had Monte Cristos, but you and Scott had
Delicious.
the tiny ones, and then I had a larger one.
When you can get a Monty that's on, there's nothing better.
Yeah,
I'm
that
still
was
thinking
a
about one
good
from
cigar.
7 years ago.
Yeah,
Right,
that was
but then you're chasing that dragon the whole time because their quality control is so inconsistent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean it's to me, I can get Cuban cigars less expensively than Nicaraguan or Dominican or anything. The thing is, if half my box is going to be ruined and unsmokable, is it really worth my money?
Right.
Just sell them. They don't know. You
No,
gotta-
I don't.
You got to smoke them though to figure out which ones
I
suck.
don't, I don't care that they're Cuban. It's just it was a really good cigar. That doesn't do nothing for me.
Well, if you don't like a strong cigar, it makes sense that you went after the Cuban profile because a lot of Nicaraguan cigars tend up tasting really similarly, except they pack that strength in there too. So if
Right.
you were able to strip that strength out, it's essentially what you've got is Cuban.
I like the motion you're using.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a
Like
salesman.
you're
I talk a
fisting
lot.
it. You're fisting it.
Yeah.
Right up in there.
Right.
Fist that
A little
strength in
umbrella
there.
action.
But nah, really, it was a good cigar.
Chuck, out of the crowned heads, have you smoked any of them?
I have not smoked a single one of them.
And that's something.
Not one.
This dude does not ever get out of his lane.
Nope.
What's the lane?
It's
When I do though, I usually find something I really like.
oh yeah, no, he will. He will get out of it. So if there's Padrones here, he'll get out of his lane to smoke a 26. You know,
I try not to though, because I know that they cost a bunch of money.
but he fails. So
It's a good cigar.
It's tasty.
so when he gets out of his lane, and then you were getting some. The Hoyos are probably the Hoyo de Monterey up here selection number 1 or
the number 2.
Number 2. So which is a pretty mild stick. I think that's Honduran. So pretty mild cigar. But normally it's, for both of us too, it's Brevas or Bullets. Punches, just something short.
I smoked the punches.
Grand Corona shape, just so I can get more of them in.
I smoked the Cohiba 10s. I opened another one of them yesterday.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, it's got to look like they're selling, or nobody will buy them. So, it's all about representation. If there's one missing, then that means somebody's bought it already, and they'll want some.
I think that you're hesitancy
but it's
to break out.
It's the Brevas too. I was going to say earlier about the punches. I think that we buy the punches because we smoke them. The same with the Brevas, because nobody buys the Brevas because they're $4 and they think that they're garbage because they're $4.
And they're a good cigar.
Yeah.
I mean, short filler, but good cigar. So out of the Crown Heads line, since you know what Chuck's profile's kind of at, what would you recommend? The Mill?
Mildius, obviously. This is the number 1 seller as soon as we came out with it. This is from our friends at Tabacalera Pichardo. We at Crown Heads have never owned our own factory. We've worked with the Ernesto Perez Carrillo. We worked with my father factory, Drew Estate. This is one that nobody had heard of, really. I mean, they'd been around for a while. They were doing great things, but they didn't put their name on stuff. Really similarly to Plasencia.
Right.
And now that they've come out as Ace Prime, Crown Heads is handling the distribution for them. We're actually putting it in people's hands, and they cannot get it off. Pichardo's the hottest factory I've got. So that's Ecuador Habano wrapper over.
You're speaking Spanish now, buddy. I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what any
some of
that
those
means.
words were Spanish. Actually.
I'm actually terrible at my job.
I think you're gonna like it. And since you didn't pay for it, you can smoke it without worry.
Right.
But I think that's what I was saying, right? Like, so many cigar guys in the Midwest have this same mentality as you. Why would I pick up a Crown Heads? That's a gamble with my $10 to $15
right.
when I know I have something solid.
Right.
People are tired of buying online and just kind of hoping it works out well. The era of customer service and no one can talk about his back. People want to hear that.
When I go to Florida, I buy stuff different. I buy different stuff when I go to Florida.
Right.
But mostly because it's way cheaper.
Right.
Well, you're in Illinois, so.
Right.
But here's the thing. It's not like I pay for the cigars I smoke. But I found one I really liked, and then the company went out of business, so now I can't buy them no more. What was it?
La Venga. That was
Cornelius and Anthony.
I can probably find you some places that carry those.
So I like the short. Well, they're out of business.
Yeah, but not everybody sold them, and that's kind of why they went out of business.
Right.
We didn't sell them very well here either.
Is it the Venga?
I don't. The Venga's a strong one, I think. I don't know. Normally, when I drop a line, I forget everything about it.
I still have one, so I guess I could go look.
Yeah, it's probably in the box. Do you have one?
I have one.
You have one out of the box.
So I bought a box because then they went out of business. I liked them, so I got online and found a box. They were cheap too. They were like 50% off, and I bought a box, and then I smoked them all except for 2. And then I smoked one of them a couple of weeks ago, and I've still got the one in there. But I bought the first one in Kentucky, actually, I think, and it was a really good cigar. And then they're just hard to.
I liked the things that they were doing in the company. I was sad to hear that they had to shutter the business.
I know another guy that likes the Daddy Max, and you can't get the Daddy Max no more. Well, he can't get the Daddy Max. I can't get the Daddy. You know what I mean?
They had one with a hot air balloon. There was like a Mr. and Mrs. kind of thing that they had at the end.
Yeah, their marketing was pretty cool. I liked it. I like the Crown Heads. I like it simple. I like.
Thank you.
I said like.
So a lot of what Crown Heads does is actually we try to have a focus on more traditional stuff. So you're not going to see crazy sizes come out a lot. We don't even do a lot of shaped cigars.
But is it weird that everything's limited?
What do you mean everything? We have core products. Just because you forgot about it's not my fault.
Someone. Hey, when I run out, I'll order more.
Speaking of, Juarez shots just shipped. Go get some
I don't
today.
know. I don't know what that is. My rep hasn't told me.
I think you said no.
Because I'm broke, bro.
Yeah, well, you're doing a lot of things. You're not broke. You just got your money tied up.
No, I'm really broke. Like, yeah, I'm out of money.
That sucks.
So let me get $1, bro.
Right.
I'm a millennial. I don't cash.
Oh, jeez. Cash at me.
You wanna cut up today's cigar?
Yeah, we want to. Let's.
Yeah,
You want to unroll one of your own? We can mix
Whatever
this
you
up.
like.
We can mix this
what
up.
What was on the menu? For
The Gurkha Rev.
yeah, let's
whatever.
cut up one of mine.
Okay.
I don't want anyone to think that.
Do you have short filler?
No.
Dude, we're gonna. If there's anything in there,
Yeah.
there better
Yeah.
not.
You
No feathers.
do you understand what you're volunteering for?
Right.
We had a guy send us free cigars and we tore him apart. And we've been tearing him apart ever since.
We'll be fine.
But we do thank him. We do thank him for subscribing. So that's pretty
Yes.
cool. All right. So hopefully the
Yes,
camera
if you
does what
wanna
it's
know.
supposed to.
So if you want to know an honest opinion about your cigar,
Tell us what your.
you're about to find out.
These cigars kill it though. They are good smokers.
Thank you.
They're
It's-
they're very good cigars.
It's taking Crown Heads to the next level. A lot of more people know who I am after this cigar's been out, so
Right.
they're taking to it for sure.
We're America's Most Wanted.
There you go.
We'll start doing it, bud.
What am I?
cut it
Is
up.
there
Yeah. Yeah, do it.
grab that knife and slice her.
all right.
We got our homemade knife here.
Now, what I've listened to the podcast. I haven't really watched. If I'm
Right.
being honest.
We don't really care. Just subscribe.
What's
Right.
that I missed
Just
that
in
one.
it for the likes.
What's the preferred method? Are we slicing right down the middle? You want me to be neat about it?
You do whatever you want to do.
right.
As a rep, you showcase this beautiful product to where the boss is like,
It's
"Thank
gonna be
you."
a lot less beautiful in like 2 minutes.
That's okay.
This band.
We just want to see. So what's the wrapper on this, nerd?
Ecuador Habano.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll pick that up later.
Thank you.
No, he won't. He never does.
Yeah, that's most shop employees, right? Man, knife slipped, faulty tools.
All right. So this wrapper again. So I forgot.
Ecuador Habano.
Ecuador Habano.
The really neat thing, I'll try to keep the nerd talk to it.
No, you go ahead. It's starting to become a thing.
Does
I guess.
anyone know why they grow cigars in Ecuador? If you've heard about that country a lot more in recent years,
Tell us why.
it's such a mountainous country that instead of using cheesecloth to block the sun out like they do in
Right.
Connecticut, the natural cloud cover actually does that job for them. So it's a cost saving measure.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so that's most of the wrapper. I don't get paid to unroll them. Are you guys looking for anything, or
No, we're just
talking?
Beetle
while we
holes.
do?
yeah looking for what's that line right there?
That is a marker, Mark.
Yeah.
And it won't hurt you.
Yeah.
It's completely natural.
Is that from the newspaper it was shipped in?
No. That's from
Sales
somebody
ad
marking
sales
it.
ad at Macy's.
So there's a binder. I'm pretty sure we just say it's a Nicaraguan binder on this one. I don't think we go into detail. And with ever since the FDA, you got to be a little careful with what you're putting out there. You don't
Look
wanna
at
tell
that.
everybody all your secrets.
Look at that.
It's compressed and real nice, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that construction.
Yeah. Well,
You had to like two-hand that.
you got to kind of loosen it up unless you want to just tear the thing.
I like how you were really just
I don't
working
have
that.
much
Right.
experience with
I've
it.
seen,
Really-
I've seen that move.
Yeah.
I'm Irish.
So
This is Luciano, right?
yeah, I met him once.
Yeah.
You're Irish?
He's responsible for this. Yeah.
We've got an Irish customer. His name's Josh. You should meet him.
Thank you. I think I'll probably see him at the meeting next month. But
Yeah.
I'll let him know that you
Right.
said hello. So that's a heck of a binder, right? It might even be a double binder, which I should know. But again, nobody watches, so.
Right.
No,
Nobody watches.
nobody watches.
And then full whole long leaf filler. We've got Costa Rica, Peru, 2 countries you don't hear very much about in the cigar game. A lot of it's Nicaragua and Dominican Republic. So these are, I believe, 2 of the secrets as to why this cigar has sold so well.
So how much tobacco comes out of Peru? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Because like the other product out of Peru, is pretty popular.
Which one's that?
The one that's on our cars.
Yeah, that's what I was
The
thinking.
cocaine.
Yeah, the cocaine.
Notice you don't hear about a lot of Colombian tobacco either.
Right. So your filler's nice.
Thank you.
Yep. Long filler.
Yeah.
How's it rolled? Do they do like the accordion? I couldn't really tell the way. It kind of looks like it's accordioned in.
Oh, I
Back
don't
and
know.
forth? You don't know?
I forget between, what is it, intubado and the other one is like involato or something like that.
And then you can just roll it in cylinders. What's that? The pilon or whatever.
Oh, the pilon?
The pilon.
I've had a couple opportunities to go to Central America, and
So-
without fail, they ask every white person to roll a cigar. It's definitely an art
Yeah.
and not something we're good at.
So is it double binder or
I think so.
triple?
I think
Because there's
it's double.
I like that. I like that you say I think so because I say that a lot when people ask me stuff about
think
my
so.
own products.
Well, you got to understand too. I'm low man on the totem pole.
Right.
There's
But
not
you're-
a lot that.
But
they're
you're
telling me.
David F. and Payne.
It's true.
I mean, world famous.
so the marker spot is kind of unappealing to me.
I would
I
just.
just- it's
I mean,
kinda
I could
weird.
get rid of it. I'd probably prefer. that.
Is it dry erase?
No, I think it's probably Sharpie.
Yeah, so that's just kind of weird to me.
Why would you have dry erase? What was the point of that?
Because
Is that-
I grew up sniffing markers. So
Well, see, we're gonna bring a little bit of that nostalgia factor to it.
Right.
Once you're burning it. No, what I think probably happened is they had their bundle of tobacco all wrapped up at the roller's table, and they had labeled it whatever it was, and somebody probably just got a little crazy with their marker when they were writing down
Yeah.
the label.
You know, I'm going to start signing all the Peacemakers with a marker.
Right.
On the binder.
No, on the outside wrapper.
that's
you go.
Plume. It's Plume. It's okay.
So, besides the cut light smoke at the Hill, what else you doing in St. Louis?
I'm just gonna see everybody that I can.
Nice.
Yeah. Doing visits. I'll be in town today, tomorrow, and then Kansas City Thursday, Friday. Heading back to good old Indiana on Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you live outside of Indianapolis?
Yeah, I live in Lafayette. If you're familiar with Purdue University,
I know where Lafayette is.
boiler up.
Yeah.
Did you go to Purdue?
I know where
I
Lafayette
didn't. I
is.
went to Ball State, which is a funnier name.
Ball
State.
State.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Call
been
it
up to
Ball
Fort
U.
Wayne?
Oh yeah. Oh, everybody loves
Fort
Ball
Wayne
U.
is a shithole.
They have so many strip clubs there.
Yeah.
Like that was
yeah.
the thing that stuck out to me about Fort Wayne the first time I went. Can I see that lighter?
Yep.
Fort Wayne's our East St. Louis.
Well, you know, there's in East Chicago. Like you can just go do that one. That's in Indiana.
Oh, yeah, we've been through East Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we come back through East Chicago.
Don't stop.
That looks fine to
They
me.
call that the region.
The region.
The region.
Yeah, it's Chicago spillover.
We almost, South Chicago. We almost opened up a cigar shop up there. So, in
Yeah, that
side.
was that's down closer to Monet.
Yeah, in Chicago Heights.
Monet, Chicago
Yeah.
Heights, right?
Yeah, Glendale, Glenwood.
There's
I
not
forgot.
a lot of cigar shops in the middle of the state. I mean, once you get outside of Chicago, it's slim pickings.
Yeah, that's why we don't see reps.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But if
Right.
you're expanding already,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Then everybody's gonna be my
monopoly.
buddy.
just remember those who were your buddy first.
Thanks, I will.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna do. So yeah, we'll be like within 30 days opening. So
That's phenomenal.
yeah. So what are you laughing about?
30 days.
When do you
It was
open
30 days 30 days ago, too.
When do I open
Just-
this one?
Just so you
Yeah.
know.
Probably about 35 days from now.
That
It
was
was-
a good timeline.
It
Yeah.
was last week.
What's that when we opened?
It was 30 days ago last week.
Yeah.
Or I mean, no, it was last week was 30 days ago.
Hey,
the
it's your
first,
your
the
buddy.
second 30 days.
It's your buddy that's doing the
The
construction
second
work.
30
buddy.
days.
Yeah, it's been a nightmare. So, all learning stuff. I learned how much it costs to build a 4,000 square foot house, basically, because there's 2 bathrooms, multiple rooms, lots of wiring. So,
4,000.
yeah, it's gonna be a big old yoga studio.
You know what? I saw that post.
Yeah. Yeah, so building that for Mom, and then I'm going to take her 600 square foot current yoga studio, and I'm going to make it a little in-and-out cigar shop. So
Nice.
right next to an Irish pub,
Yeah,
so your home base in St. Louis,
absolutely.
bangers and mash all day, and it's actually pretty good food. So it's actually real good
I
food.
like a lot of food. I don't complain about food that often.
No?
No.
So Kick-Ass Irish Pub, the only one we have in Alton. I mean, everybody's Irish this month, but I mean, it's the old school Irish pub. Like they sing songs every
really?
effing night.
I don't think I would go there.
So it's loud,
Yeah,
yeah, and small.
that doesn't sound fun.
But if you're drunk, it's a lot of fun, and that's the whole point of an Irish pub is to go in and get smashed, and then sing songs and clap and stomp.
I don't get drunk so much anymore since I quit drinking.
Well, so you're not going to enjoy it too much.
Yeah.
They have a breakfast shot I really like, though. It comes with Irish ham. Yeah, and like a thing of orange juice, a thing of Irish whiskey. They
See,
do
I've had
something
that
to
part
it,
before, but not the ham.
and the ham, and it's like the most delicious.
I'm here for some ham.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
What's going on with the wine place? Do you know those people?
I don't. So on this street,
Oh.
there are. It's not my regular wine people. It's not Grafton Winery. It's Wild Pickens, and they are doing big things way out in the middle of nowhere, Illinois. And for some reason, I think they just want slot machines, but they're going to open up down there at the ice cream place. So I publicly made a welcome to Airline Drive.
Everybody gets them but you, buddy.
And
Yeah,
that's
why don't
something.
you have slots?
So to have slots, you have to have a liquor license. And
can't do-
you can't smoke inside if you hold a liquor license or a food license. And since I'm in unincorporated county, I can't have a liquor license without a food license because I'm too close to another liquor license. So it's not fair to them that they have to have a food license. So I have to go by county rules, and no matter how much I fight and how much I complain, I wasn't allowed to get the liquor license because these are two separate
I was
buildings.
gonna say, why don't you just partition?
Yeah, so it was partitioned all the way up until November. We just
Yeah.
we just smashed that hole in the wall to open
Yeah.
it up to over here. So so I tried it for this address. I was too close to there unless I was going to do food. So to do food, that's a whole nother thing. You have to have your county health,
Yep.
food safety, blah blah blah. And we don't want really to have a restaurant. If I wanted a restaurant, I wouldn't be selling cigars. So, the bar here's on donation or free basis, and so that way you can still have a whiskey with it. You can bring your own. I have a hot plate. You want to cook something that bad? Go cook something.
It seems like there's so many barriers to starting a business as a small, I've never owned a business. What if I wanted to be an
Welcome to
entrepreneur?
Illinois.
Right.
Well, I mean, no matter where you go, there's always a bunch of regulations.
No, this state's the
How do
worst.
you get
man.
around it, man?
This state's the worst.
How do you deal with it, or even do you have to just have a law degree and
You
know how to-
do it anyway.
So, yeah, I mean, well, and that's kind of part of it, right? So do you open a business to make money or do you open a business because you love what you're doing? So if it's the latter, then money can always come. You can always figure out a way to get the money as long as you really love what you're doing.
Mhm.
So, like, if you love butterflies, you look like a guy that would really obsess over butterflies.
Of course.
Right. So you take tons of pictures of butterflies, and you're the Mark Murray of butterflies. You're just a butterfly nerd, right?
Yeah.
So.
Monarchs.
I don't know his. I've never knew his last name till just now.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
it took me a second to
Yeah.
realize.
So, because I know he's going to listen, so I want to make sure I put him all the way out on blast.
Right, all the way out.
Yeah. So, but like, how do you get money from that? How do you create? So you can do blog posts. You can do T-shirts with your photos. There's many different ways to make money from your passion. This one just kind of requires brick and mortar. The brand came. I was just trying to buy one of the 8 ownership seats.
Yeah.
And they lost a big account. They're all, looking at retirement. So instead, I was able to buy all of them and buy the whole thing. So that was, it's the natural I've always wanted to own a piece of a cigar.
Sure.
I wanted to be a part of more involved in this. The next step would be I'd like to buy, some farmland in Central America. I would like for that to happen. Will it? I don't know. I mean, shit, I could never get my own cigar every cast. So it's like, that, I'm not done just with table 36.
Mm-hmm.
I want there to be more, and but it's all baby steps. It was 5,000 cigars to start. The second round 4 months later is 8,000 cigars. Hopefully, I'm at 20,000 cigars by the end of this year. We're going to bring out the Integrity line. I might do take a page out of Crown Heads and make it just a limited drop. Here's 10,000 boxes only, and
We don't do it because it doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
It's There's a reason that you see limited things coming your way.
No, and and it's mine's not limited because mine's only limited because I'm poor. I have there's no money backup. There's no real investors minus all the pieces of plastic in my wallet.
Sure.
So, you know.
Visa.
Right. Yeah. Discover. I got a couple Discovers, a couple
Sponsored by
Visas.
Visa?
Right. This my whole life right now is just sponsored by plastic. So, but that's the only reason mine are limited, and that's the reason why I've stopped with the stores I have, is because I want to make sure I don't lose my placement in the humidor.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm, get these cigars. I'm like, and I didn't know how long it would take to lose 5,000 cigars. Like, how long will it take? So I'm less than half now in 4 months. Mm-hmm. So because of the amazing love in St. Louis, New Zealand, Hawaii was awesome. I got a shop out in Minnesota. They picked up a few boxes when we first got them.
I cover Minnesota. Where are you at?
Invergrove Heights, Minnesota. It's like 15 names.
Invergrove Heights.
Invergrove Heights, Minnesota. It is the Perfect Dash. It just got taken over by Patrick
O'Brien.
Yeah, Patrick O'Brien.
I like him a
Yeah.
lot.
Do you see him at the meetings, the Irish meetings?
I haven't made it up to the Minnesota chapter yet.
The Minnesota chapter. Yeah. They when I was talking to him, so he hits me up right away, and I didn't have invoices, I didn't have anything, so I sent him to I sent him an invoice via PayPal, and it obviously I do a few extra things, so it comes from the car lot, and he's like, man, I'm having a real hard time. Your website's not updated since 2015. You send me an invoice from a car lot that's got busted ass samurais on it. I just have a hard time believing this is a real thing that's going on. And so I called him and I'm like, look, dude, I'm just an idiot that loves this business and I'm not there yet. I don't have real invoices yet. I literally got these cigars a week ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody asked me for a price list. I was like, oh, I better make that. And then I sent it out. And then they're like, hey, yes, just send me an invoice. I'm like, oh, geez, I don't know how to do that either. So I had to go and make an invoice and send it. And I don't know how to do these things. I'm really pretty dumb. So I'm like, hey, can somebody make me an invoice? And so somebody made me an invoice, and that's what I've been using ever since. So, so I sent them to him. But what was fun talking to him, and just getting to know him, he's like, well, I walked in here. He comes from the car industry. He goes, I walked in here to have a cigar and ended up buying the place. And I was like, good. We're both dumb. This is awesome. We're going to get along great.
I think you will. I think he's exactly your speed.
Yeah. No, he seems like he's 2 feet in all the time. And I love that about people, man. I hate people that are scared, man.
But making those relationships is, again, what this is all about. You're going to have such an easier time just getting your face out there. And so many of the brands that you're familiar with, like Illusione, United Cigars, they all came out of, just normal cigar shops.
Right.
Guys like you that had a dream and said, you know what, I think I could do this.
Right.
And they're killing it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to take it slow and just enjoy the ride. It's I'm hoping with the next order I'll open up a couple more accounts. I'm just going to probably low key like follow you around and walk in right after you leave.
No, you should.
Yeah, get them all warmed up, and then I'm going to walk in right after. And
you don't ever have to worry about me taking all their money.
No,
I'm not that good at what I do.
I think you are.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think you are. I vibed with you right off the bat, and it's been good so far. So Shop 2 is going to open, and we got to get more product for that. So I like saying that I'm family direct with you guys. I like that I got to meet Luciano, and
he'll be back through here.
And he made me smoke too many cigars that day. And
that's what he does.
Dude, holy cow. Like, we were talking about back-to-backs. That guy had me...
Oh, man.
He had me burning 3 at once. And now smoke this one and smoke that one. Now, do you taste the difference? And I'm like, oh, geez. And he's such a smart, beautiful blender, man. Holy cow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a real treat, that's why I got to have more swag. I don't have the cool things like, the blender's not coming,
I mean...
My roller's not coming.
Yeah.
We're gonna make Scott get more tan and pretend he's my roller.
In the Midwest, it's not a bad strategy.
We can
Nobody
pretend.
speaks Spanish. Like all these cigar guys, if you just roll your R's a little bit,
Right.
it comes off completely authentic.
Oh, nice.
They'll eat it up.
Do people think that about you?
Yeah, I think so.
With your fiery
Do
red
you
hair.
think I know what I'm talking about?
I can call them bad names in Spanish. Would that work?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So-
Well, he does when he goes and gets food every time. He wonders
Right.
why it's $15.
Hey, pendejos.
Every time it's $15 for 3 tacos, and he's like, "Why is it so expensive?" You go in there and insult them as soon as you walk in the
right.
door.
Them
Authentic
guys love it.
taco prices.
Them guys love it.
Right. Yeah. So then you're hitting. What other stores you hitting? Give them some plugs.
I'm gonna go see Riverman. I'm checking out 66.
Nice.
Gonna hit up Grand Cru. Lit, of course. I'll
Yeah.
be hanging out there
Are-
tonight for their
Are you,
poker night.
are you going to Santino's?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop by and say hello
Are
to
you?
the guys.
Are you
yeah.
gonna stop by and see? Get the out of here.
I don't know what that was about.
Oh, I don't get along with him.
Oh, really?
No.
No, I went
Not
down
at all.
there. I went down there to fight.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I went down there and took off all my jewelry. Like, thought we were gonna duke it out like men, but it didn't work out.
No comment.
I was so excited.
Not at all.
I can comment all I want.
Yeah.
He's,
It's our podcast.
he's telling
Say whatever we want.
right. He's telling everybody he owned Table 36. So I went down there to sell him product. I mean,
What?
Yeah, if you're gonna lie about it, at least have some product in
Holy
the store.
cow, yeah.
Yeah, and his voice got real high, and he ran around in circles and was like, "I got lawyers." So
Well,
I don't
I
care.
think that Table 36 can be successful.
nice
With the
deflection.
relationships you guys make, there's a lot of people out there that are going to be excited to get you in the store.
Well, from within the first 30 days of owning Table 36, I literally went to a cigar shop to fight. So I think I'm doing fantastic.
Where's the next market you got your eye on? Are you looking to expand? I mean,
yeah,
Minnesota seems out of nowhere. Did they call you up? Or?
Yeah, they hit me up online.
Okay.
So
I'll be in Florida in the end of June.
yeah, he's going to take some product down there. So
Florida
that,
is tough
I'm-
unless you are a little darker complected.
well,
I'm-
his wife is.
Okay.
So.
I'm freaking terrible at selling cigars here, but I'm going to go down to Florida and see if I can
Best of luck.
hustle some boxes.
Right.
Yeah,
So.
good luck.
And then yeah, we're going to. I'm thinking Kansas City.
You got to. It's such
Yeah,
a,
it's-
you get
it's close
two
by.
TAA stores there. TAA is this like group of 80 stores across the country. They're supposed to be the best of the best, right? So you got Outlaw and D-Wolves right there in Kansas City.
Okay.
They know what they're doing, right? If you're a tourist in Kansas City and coming to hang out and you're looking for a cigar shop, that's one of the places you'll end up.
Right.
So those are places you want to be. If you can get them on board, all of a sudden you're.
I think. Do you go down to Louisville?
Oh yeah,
So I think Louisville's probably be a good market too.
Louisville's tough,
Plus, they're smaller shops.
but you can't smoke
Here's-
in
What?
Louisville.
Well, you have to go.
Not in the city
You have to
limits?
go like outside. Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to go.
So you're on the
outskirts,
Indiana
yeah.
side, or you're like 20 minutes south of downtown to try to find.
Well,
somewhere
you
get
don't
a
have to
cigar.
go 20 minutes south. It's not that far. I don't remember the name of the shop, but it's not that far. But I've got a guy that's really, really popular
Who's that?
with everybody down there. He's not a cigar guy.
Oh, okay.
He knows everybody. He's really, really popular.
That's what it takes.
And I imagine he knows a couple guys, a couple of them guys. So next time you're in Louisville, though, I'm going to plug him because he's a good buddy of mine.
There you go.
Next time you're in Louisville, look up Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack.
I will do that.
Excellent. You like food?
course.
Oh my
Come on.
God.
Gorilla Bob's.
Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack, and it's just a little purple shack, and it's carry away. You got to take it
Okay.
away. And he's got some picnic tables and stuff out there you can sit at if you want to. But I don't forget where it's at, but the name of the road it's on. But oh God, excellent food. Just supposedly he has the best hot brown in states, like not just in Louisville or in Kentucky, in states.
That's a statement.
The best hot brown.
I got the coldest beer in town. I got no, I like KC. I like going out there. I got some friends out that way, and then the Invicta MMA fights are almost always out there. So that's I'm just looking at summer trips to catch fights, sell cigars, get the girlfriend out of town for a little bit. So
Yeah.
she
KC in Chicago, the way to go.
Chicago scares me.
Oh yeah. It's not. It's a completely different market than all of the rest of the cities we've talked about.
Really?
It just doesn't feel like the Midwest. Like, oh, we're buddies. We
See,
can hang out. It's
No,
like
it's a huge city.
See,
Yeah,
I think we
it's
could
real
get
deal.
into Chicago. I think if I went up there, or even if you went up there, because you've met him,
Right.
and Rico's that nice of a dude.
Right.
Not the cigar rep Rico, buddy of mine. I think he's from up there, so he knows how to do business up there. So I think Maybe if you think about going into Chicago, maybe we'll just make him tag along.
Well, the other Rico, the cigar rep Rico, is offered to
yeah.
help out,
Well.
and then Manzo's up there right now, so he's offered to help out. But I kind of want to do it, myself.
Well, yeah, you're the face of your own brand, right?
Right. And I want to go one wheel all these cities.
Indy's a good one for that too.
Do you know I got Chris on a one wheel?
Chris
Damn it.
who?
Nope, not Chris. Corey.
Frisbee?
Yeah, I got
I
him
don't-
on video.
How coordinated is he?
That he actually did pretty decent.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
he did pretty. He only fell once.
Don't
a country boy.
don't talk trash. You haven't been on it yet.
Yeah, nah.
No, I'm. You haven't really seen me, but I'm falling down 10 times.
Right.
No problem.
Well, as long as I can get viral from that, like I did
Absolutely.
Hodges, so it'd be awesome.
Totally.
So, he was down at Grand Cru, and I was busting his balls because he doesn't cross the river, right? So Missouri's the end of his
Okay.
thing. So even if he takes an order from me, he doesn't get paid on it. So, I was busting his balls for it. I was like, dude, I built you a boat a few years ago, sitting at the dock. Like, I don't know if you're scared of bridges. Like, I'm not,
Right.
So I was hammering down on him, having a good time. So I got done, dropping product off with Jimmy and them, and so I was like, well, I'm gonna go ride around Soulard, and so they all came out and they're like, we got to see this stupid shit. So,
Yeah.
and then I could just tell Corey was that personality. I'm like, hey, you want to try? And he's like, yeah. So cowboy boots, cowboy hat, riding a one wheel. So it's pretty awesome.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty cool. So you have appointments in KC, or you just popping in?
No, I've got appointments everywhere
Nice.
this week.
Nice.
I'm running pretty far behind now.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Cigar Life.
Yeah.
It's almost always behind.
Laid back.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the joy of it. Like, I would have loved to been a rep, but I had no idea how to break into it from here. Like before this shop opened, because I managed the store. I loved what the reps do. They come in, they have a lot of fun, and then they go to their hotel and hit the next town next door. And I love that road life though.
It's a blast.
No, I've done it before in outside sales, and you do have a blast. You go find the little hole in the wall bar that finds you the hole in the wall food that is mind blowing, and like I could tell you, I've never ate at a Applebee's on the road or any other big franchise. Like I want to find. So so I was in industrial sales. So I'm working with all blue collar guys. I'm like, hey, where's the chicken? Almost. I'm like, where's the chicken, or whatever. And so they would tell you the best spots to go eat. So that road life, I mean, it's all about what how you make of it. So, all right. So coming to AP Cigar, Lit, Grand Cru, Hill. Who else has
John's Pipe Shop's got crowned heads.
over in Clayton?
Yeah.
Nice. Forgot about Clayton.
You can't be sleeping on Clayton, man.
Oh, I do sleep on Clayton. If I got to pay to park, I don't go.
I drive.
Can we not say that name again?
Clayton?
Yeah,
I said it.
that's the last one.
Clayton.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't
He's
have
gonna
it.
show up today.
Nah, he won't.
Oh, you
Yeah,
guys
we
are a
got
real
to.
person. Okay.
Yeah, we got a Clayton. So,
We don't anymore. I threw him out
Yeah. Yeah, he's banned.
All right.
Yeah.
for life.
Yep.
For life, because you're probably watching this too.
Did he,
For
did he
life.
jump on the hood of your car or something?
No.
Crackhead Clayton?
No.
No, he shits too close to the house.
Yeah. You can take that with you. You can use that anywhere.
Okay. I
Yeah.
got you.
Shits too close to the house.
He shits too close to the house.
It's wisdom. You're learning wisdom now today,
Right.
too.
I'm picking up what you put
See?
down.
So like us on Facebook, Unrolled. Like us on Instagram, Unrolled Cigar Podcast.
Come by
Like, follow, comment, share. People aren't sharing enough.
Why are you so mad about it, bro?
I do get angry about it.
Threats work
Share.
the best I've found.
Sure, I put out some real zingers on Facebook sometimes, and nobody shares them.
Yeah.
You share everybody else's crap, but you don't share my crap.
Well.
So, share my crap too. I mean, support people. Jesus.
It costs nothing to share.
Right. It costs nothing to share.
Costs
Buy
nothing.
Table 36 cigars.
Buy some crowned heads.
Well, they're going to
Some
buy
Ace
Table
Prime.
36 cigars.
Ace
Table
Prime.
36 cigars are the best cigars ever. They're going to buy them. Ever.
Okay.
Ever.
Dave, you want to say anything else? Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for having me. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I thought we were all going to get murdered when you were banging on the window.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
I can't wait to hear what you said
Who's
about
this
me.
dude?
I'm going to have to go listen to this. This is the only reason I listen to this episode.
Right.
All righty. We're done.
All right.
We're out.
Cool.
See ya.